Every successful LEGO mock builder started by modifying LEGO sets, and there is a good reason for that. In today's video, I will show you why this method is the single fastest way to level up your LEGO building skills. Let's start by understanding some core skills needed to build custom models. The first skill is the ability to create and maintain a strong concept throughout the build. This is the artsy part of building, that consists of having a good idea and keeping the proportions and aesthetics in check. It's about making sure the build will look accurate and balanced. The second core skill is applying technical knowledge to your creative vision. This includes knowing your parts, understanding building techniques, and ensuring the stability of your model. It's essentially bringing your vision to life, and it requires more creative problem solving than strictly being creative with new concepts. It's like following a plan you made earlier to create something, but using your tools like knowledge of the building techniques and how parts come together. To build a mock from scratch, you first need to use your creative skills to build a simple prototype with the right proportions, and only then you focus on refining the build and adding more details and applying your technical skills to bring everything together. However, when learning, it's often easier to start with the technical skills first. This way you can see immediate results, which is more motivating and gives you a sense of progress. On the other hand, the gains from mastering aesthetics are often subtler and take time to notice. And this brings us to the reason why modifying existing LEGO sets is one of the best ways to quickly improve your building skills. Even a bad LEGO set is a perfect playground for you to practice your building skills because it provides you with already existing and chosen concepts that you can easily find reference photos of. This eliminates the need for many creative art skills. You can focus only on making sure it looks right by using proportions and refining sections of it using different building techniques. This method forces you to find different solutions to achieve accurate results and keeps you in the already existing constraints like the size or the looks of the model. So you don't need to learn two complicated skills at once like you would need when building from scratch. You can first focus on improving your technical skills, and only when you feel confident with them you can start slowly moving towards abandoning LEGO sets and starting to choose your own building ideas and concepts. Having this in mind, I will now show you a couple of examples of the LEGO sets I have worked on and what I have improved in them. This will give you some inspiration on what you could be focusing on when improving your sets and practicing building. First, we have one of my favorite models that seems to be super underrated by most LEGO fans, and it's the Imperial Armored Transporter from the Season 2 of Mandalorian series. LEGO in 2021 released the set of it that was nice, but it looked nothing like the original vehicle, and I made it my goal to make it look properly. I've started small by just adding more seats inside so it can hold more minifigures and slightly changing the turret on the top. Then I decided to do a full recolor and change all black and light grey parts to dark grey. The next step was changing the door design and also making the front cockpit look longer to fix the proportions according to the reference pictures. While I was working at the front, I also redesigned it to be more boxy but smoother with less studs and also proper proportions. I used a lot of snot in there, so it was a nice opportunity to practice it, and I remember that it was one of the first times I really started noticing the half plate offset and what you can achieve with it and how useful headlight bricks are. Then I moved again to the turret and made it smaller from 6 to 4 studs, which fitted better. Because of that, I also redesigned the back panel with 4 studs in mind while also making it more accurate. I used even more snot there than in the front and a stud reversing technique for the first time ever. In the meantime, I also made the roof smoother and used some jumpers to make small details. In the end, I also decided to redesign the side panels to complete the overhaul and match the new standard. This required a lot of hinge work combined with snot, and this complex technique usage was also really beneficial for my building skills. Another LEGO set that I modified later was the Tai Bomber set released in 2023. It was much better initially than the Armored Transport was, but still had some minor problems and shortcomings. The main thing I wanted to improve in this set was making the main body a proper circle and not a squeezed one. I did this by completely redesigning it with a snot technique that was needed to achieve this result in mind. This new plan required for the half of the model to be built upside down, which enhanced the complexity. While building this new version, I also had an idea to add a proper bombing mechanism which worked by using gravity. This created another challenge of fitting it inside while having as big capacity as possible. The final obstacle was making the whole model stable. This wasn't easy, but with a lot of intricate plate stacking and technique parts, I managed to do it. As I said earlier, this modification focused heavily on packed snot and stud reversing techniques, which certainly helped me grow as a designer. Later, when the body was mostly finished, I decided that the wings would also need some care. So I designed them to be brick built instead of plate built, which made them significantly more detailed and accurate looking. This part also required a lot of snot, but this time in a different way of being only one stud thick. This whole redesign not only improved the proportions of the set, but also added a cool play feature, while also being challenging and interesting to build. These examples show by just how much you can improve a LEGO set and how beneficial this exercise can be for developing your building skills. With each set you modify, you will get more proficient at achieving different looks and results using basic building techniques, and it will lay down a solid foundation for any of your solo projects in future. That's all for today's video. I hope this knowledge will help you improve your technical skills, and if you want to explore the niche of designing LEGO MOCs further, you can subscribe to my channel right now. And if you already feel confident with your technical skills, you can click on the video on the screen right now, and it will guide you through the process of ideation and building your own MOCs from scratch, helping you complete your building skill set.